I bet you think that's pretty clever, don't you, boy? Flying on your motorcycle, watching all the grounds beneath you drop. You killed yourself for recognition, kill yourself to never ever stop. You broke another mirror, you're turning into something you are not. Don't leave me high, don't leave me dry, don't leave me high, don't leave me dry. Hi guys, in this lesson we're looking at how to play High and Dry by Radiohead. This is simply one of my favourite songs to play and sing on acoustic guitar. I think it sounds really great, and I'm going to show you a way to be able to play the lead part and the rhythm part kind of together, and in doing so it kind of makes the chords a little bit easier to play, in my opinion, though I'll show you all the proper chords and the way to do it. So first of all, the chord sequence that goes throughout the whole song is an F sharp minor, an A sus2, both of those for the bar, and then an E major for 2 bars. If you want to play the standard chords way of doing it, that's the way to go. But in my opinion, this is going to sound much nicer as a whole and can be something new to a lot of people. So what we're going to do is use the octave riff to play the rest of the chords. So the octave riff that begins the song goes, and that's the riff, and it's using your first finger on string 5 and then your little finger 2 frets higher on string 3. You're muting the middle string with that first finger. If I do that at 7th fret and 9th fret and play all 6 strings, that is basically an E chord. So you can do this while muting all the other strings, which is what any tab would tell you to do, that you may search for online, and other lessons will show you that way. But I think that kind of kills the sound a little bit. I like it, even if I'm playing this as a lead guitar part. And that's going from the same idea, sliding up from 7th fret with your first finger, just move the shape up, to 9th fret, and then to 11th fret. Sounds really great. It's like walking up the notes of a major scale in many ways. 1, 2, 3. First note of your major scale, second and third. The little finger should not hold down any notes other than the one it's on. The first finger is muting just that middle string there. We can change this a little bit by adding that F sharp minor chord into this lead line, which suddenly means that we're playing the rhythm and the lead part at the same time, by not changing the first chord, but by changing this one. So at the moment in the lead line, it is playing the F sharp minor chord there when we're at 9th fret, because both notes are there are an F sharp, and then we're playing the E notes at the end of the guitar riff, because both of your fingers that you have down are on an E chord. We only need to add the A chord to this riff and you can play all of the parts sort of on one guitar. And all you need to do to be able to do that is move your first finger down 1 string from where it is on the E. So we got an open A string, and also it's very physically easy to be able to do if you can do all the other content so far. Remembering to mute that string. So then we have, rather than your basic open chords, F sharp minor played just with the octave and letting everything else ring out. I would even have the thickest E string ringing out to give it some low end. And then we're going to go for your first finger move down a string. So that's at 7th fret on the D string, little finger at 9th fret on the 3rd string. Try not to strum the thickest E string too loud there, but you can all the other string out. Then finally the E chord. Play it like this. The key to this is certainly getting that mute of the middle string, but once that's there, this is really something that you can have a play about with and play lots of songs in this sort of fashion actually. The little finger will certainly get used an awful lot if you're not used to it. As I say, even the guitar instructor gets lines on his fingers. You just get hardened to that over the years and after a while, I guess. So to recap on the way I was playing the intro and then doing the rest of the song from there, I'm playing the standard riff, which is a slide from 11th fret with your first finger, playing the octave down to 9th fret. And then slide in 9th fret to this new A chord. Those 4 chords in order. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then finally after that just 2 bars of an E chord played in this fashion, or you can go to playing an open chord way of doing it. In context, nice and slow. Slide down for effect. Pick 1 fret lower and then slide back to where you were. It sounds really great. On the strumming side of things, I'm trying to stay true to the record as much as I can, but we do have some creative license because we're doing, well, I'm doing a solo acoustic version of this, so I haven't got a lead guitarist and rhythm guitarist separate here. So what we want to try and do is a 1 and 2 and a 3 and 4 and a. This is just on an E chord. Bear in mind how the riff goes over that, and you fill in the gaps with that strumming pattern. Da, 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 dun, down, 1 and 2. If that's a real struggle for you, you can always just go for that intro, which is essentially only 5 notes. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and strum those to the rhythm of the record, which is in the intro right at the start of the song and also happens after the first chorus. You can even do it all with down strums just to get the rhythm. And if this chord is a struggle to put in the middle there, remember that just to play the record, we only need to stay on these 3 strings. This one, where we go to the A, is to be able to play the whole thing on one guitar, so it is a little bit harder. So a demo of the easiest way to play the little lead line at the start of the song. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And that's it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. After that, it's just your E chord. Now finally, just a quick run through the lead line right at the end of the song, which goes like this. You could even do it all with one finger, but we're going to play this starting off 5th fret on the 2nd string, keeping the open E ringing out on top of that, which is actually the same note. And we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So I've been doing this with 2 fingers to make it easier. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Happens 3 times just like that. And then we slide. And that's the end of the first half. So all that together. 2, 3, and slide back down all those 3 notes. One more time. That's halfway through, as I say. 1, 2, 3, and slide. And then to finish up, just to play the melody that we're playing on the B string. 2, 3, and then the second half. And the trick is to try and keep your fingers right on the tips so that you have both strings really ringing out. So for example, I would be able to get a pencil through here the way I'm playing this to really make sure that thinnest string rings out. There's plenty of room there. But to make it more comfortable for my hand, I am on an angle here with my thumb hooked over the top, because that I find much more comfortable to do than this. So just one more quick playthrough. 2, 3, and that's it. And as I say, the chord sequence keeps going for the whole song. You could vary the strumming pattern to keep it sort of interesting, but with the songs that keep the same strumming pattern or the same chord sequence all the way through, you need to keep the strumming pattern varied between a verse and a chorus. Bring it down in a verse, bring it up in a chorus. But check out the live version of me and Dave playing it that we filmed last summer to be able to see it sort of more in action and get some more ideas of a cool way to play this. Thanks for checking out this lesson. Please subscribe if you like what I do and give it a like down below. You'll find a whole heap of lessons at andyguitar.co.uk and by following that subscribe link. So I'm sure I'll see you there after this lesson, and all the best with playing high and dry. As I say, it is one of my favourites. Bye for now.